Yeah, we're going to include all the recipes and in
description box.
That's the one.
There you go.
Description box.
Yeah.
And please feel free to share recipes with us and with obviously our other subscribers, our other viewers. We'd be really pleased to get those.
Well, we had our first meat-free Christmas last year. Do you remember?
Yeah.
But that was just we just didn't eat turkey. So do you remember?
Yeah, I mean we did have some meat.
We had
I
some.
didn't eat meat. Like,
No,
I
you didn't.
No,
No,
I
you
didn't.
didn't.
We had
Yeah,
some,
I
but
did.
it wasn't as much as we.
Huh?
It wasn't as much as we usually have, is it?
No, but what I'm saying is we didn't have substitutes.
It's-
So I ate everything, macaroni and cheese, everything without turkey, chicken, whatever.
Right,
So
I
I
see.
did. But what I'm saying
I
like this,
If you had these
right,
alternatives,
like this,
yeah.
especially, you know what? The first thing we had was it.
The
What was it?
koftas.
Yeah.
They taste a bit like stuffing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
is
what
it
you're saying.
sage? Maybe it's the
Yeah.
sage
Okay.
in there.
Okay.
But it gave me like a Christmassy. That's nice. They're really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sometimes I'm a bit reluctant for the meat-free thing because I kind of
Me
think
too.
to myself,
Yeah.
I just think of tofu
Me
and I
too.
think the texture.
But it's all all about the season. The texture, yes.
That's what
Because
I
I've
was
had
gonna
tofu
say.
that hasn't been very nice.
Yeah.
It's not very pleasant.
But I've had the firm one.
The other thing that you can use, which I wasn't able to get, but I've used jackfruit, and it makes a very nice stew.
Yeah, me too.
I've used that, and it's made a lovely stew. And I've seen them, the recipe, which I haven't tried, and they've done like pulled
Yes,
pork.
I've seen that.
I've
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
So you get a very
Yeah.
nice texture, and it's
I've
not
seen that.
processed. So you guys can try different fruit or vegetables for the texture, because as Cleo mentioned before, once you spice it with your particular herb or spice, it tastes
Completely
just
different.
What's the
Okay,
so we're going to start with the kofties, and these are made from. Where is it made from, Beth?
I don't know.
I
mate.
made
Corn.
them.
Oh, corn.
Sorry.
I've never. I've never.
I purchased the corn mince, and then this was seasoned with
Nice.
oregano, mixed herbs. Oregano, mixed herbs, garlic, chilies,
It's very chilly.
and onions.
But I like it like that.
And then it's to beef it up a bit. There's an egg in there, and also actually there is Weetabix as well. The wheat to kind of bulk it up
together.
to hold it
It
together.
tastes like meat.
So once that's formed, I form them around the stick. You do, if you're going to use the kebab sticks, do soak them in a bit of oil first, and then put them in the fridge to firm up. You could add potato, because you can see this is the first time I've made these, so they're a bit loose. So if you do want yours firmer, you can add potato or chickpeas or something like that to bulk them up a bit.
The texture. I like the texture because
Yeah.
we didn't even speak about tofu.
Oh yeah.
That it's not even a fact. It's a texture that puts me off of that.
Yeah.
But I like
Has to
this
be the hard
texture.
tofu.
It's like
It's like a meat.
It's
Yeah.
just like very much like meat. My pasta.
I want a bit of the.
It's got right. So it's pasta, mascarpone, watercress, spinach. It's topped with what's the cheese? Hummus.
And she's
really?
got, and
Yeah.
she's got mushrooms in it.
Mushrooms.
You mean halloumi?
Wait, what did I say?
Hummus.
I always say it wrong.
Okay,
It's
halloumi.
halloumi, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's halloumi.
Mascarpone is one of my favourite cheeses.
Yes, I know, yeah.
I love to
That's
use
very
it
nice.
in sweet or savoury dishes.
I don't want to get them mixed up.
Because the flavours are so strong, like watercress is quite strong, isn't it?
You think so?
Yeah,
it can be.
It is. It's quite a strong
is.
thing.
You'd be surprised.
But it's because we tend to use it in small amounts.
Yeah, like.
But it's a good, it's a good amount.
Peppery taste. If
Yeah, that's halloumi. I always mix up halloumi and hummus. I don't know why. So you top it with halloumi. So you, I said you'll see the when I'm making it anyway. the original recipe that I found, it had broad beans, but I used green beans.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of broad beans.
Yeah, I couldn't even find them, to be fair.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Let's taste the next one on the dish.
Okay, what are we
Angie.
doing?
Angie.
The sweet potato is a mixture of Jamaican sweet potato and
Can taste it.
Bit hot.
and this white.
Which sweet potatoes? Jamaican and...
Jamaican and this white sweet potato from Uganda, I think it's
Oh.
from. Obviously peel it, boil it,
That's good, Ange.
mash it, but I mash it with a bit of dairy-free butter,
Okay.
just to give it a bit more buttery taste to it. The actual fish now is like in this one I use, but you can use various fish, whatever you want. But I use prawns in this, tuna,
Okay.
salmon, and mackerel.
Oh, wow.
As well.
What, tin mackerel?
Okay.
Yes, tin
Okay.
mackerel. Yeah.
That's really
This
good.
is so good, Angie.
so good. It's
And
really
Yeah,
nice.
Oh.
that is really
And
nice.
then
I
I've just,
love it.
it's like I've seasoned it with, obviously I put garlic in there, onions, I've used mixed herbs, everyday seasoning, black pepper, paprika,
Okay.
That's good.
and what else have I put in there? Oh, chili, dried chili,
Chili
peppers.
flakes.
Yeah,
It's nice.
in there. Once that's cooked up and everything, then you just put it in the pan and just put the layer it on and just put it down and then put it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes afterwards.
Good.
Really good.
What's it? Oh, you know.
No, it's good. Okay,
Next
move
one.
on. Let's move
next.
on.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do the two together.
Yeah,
The
the
quinoa
lentil
and the
and-
lentil.
yeah,
Yeah, because you're going to
quinoa.
have it
So
together.
right.
the quinoa is you, Angie, again, right?
yeah, the quinoa.
I'll let Angie explain what
Now
I
the
eat.
quinoa, I leave it to soak in water. It's like I put it within like a sieve,
Oh.
and I put it like just hang it over a bowl with water underneath it to just make it come to its flowing, and just leave it to soak. Now during the day, if I'm cooking this during the day, I will maybe just leave it to soak for about an hour or so, minimum. Last night it's like I put it on late, so I left it overnight. But the reason why it's like it's good to soak it is because it can taste bitter if you cook it without soaking it. It's
The
got like
quinoa?
a bitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like,
I've never cooked it.
like a bitter taste to it. So so I soak it, and then you just put it in a pot with boiling water like you're cooking rice. You don't need as much water, perhaps if probably you're cooking a whole heap of rice, and just put it up to boil up a bit, and then I'll just watch it as the water's going down, and then I'll just put like a burner underneath and just leave it to simmer. Once the water more or less is cooked out of it, then I take it out, put it into a bowl, leave it to cool for a while, and then I start seasoning it. So then I will add like black pepper, my mixed herbs.
It goes very well with
If you
this.
want to add, it's like I added veg today, like mixed veg, which I but I've added spinach to it, chopped spinach, corn
good.
to it. So it's like you can choose how you wish to jazz it, or you can just eat it plain. But plain, I just find it's like I like to jazz it up. And I thought as Clea was doing the curry lentils, I thought it'd be nice to
Yeah,
eat
it
it.
goes
as
nice
It's
together.
very much
Really,
like rice.
It is right, but it's almost like it's a lighter rice.
Yeah, it doesn't fill you up like it's not as heavy
It's
as
not
rice.
as carby, is it? And it's
Yeah.
isn't it low carb?
It's low carb.
low carb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better than rice.
It is. It's more healthy than rice. Yeah.
Anything's better than rice,
Yeah.
really.
The lentil curry was, I mean, these lentils that I bought was actually the ones that you don't have to soak. You know, so I could boil them straight away, and I just boiled them in some vegetable stock. You know, you can get the vegetable stock. And then as it kind of starts to thicken up, that's when I start to put in the seasonings, which I seasoned it like how I would season if I was doing curry chicken or curry mutton, which your basic seasoning: salt, pepper, a bit of paprika, a bit of curry powder. I don't know what else. Your thyme,
Garlic.
your bay leaf in there. You know, and just kind of make it all simmer and cook together, and just taste as I go along, just to see if I need to add anything more, and obviously salt to that. Yeah, and that's basically it.
And it's weird, you know, because
tastes nice
it's
as well.
only the texture as to,
That's-
that is different to me. The flavours, and this is what we always say, like if you can get the flavours right, It's this. I mean, eating this food here, you never think that there's no
meat.
Because the flavors are right. You get the flavors right, you're all right. I started early.
Yeah, I see you started early, Beatrice.
This is Angie's macaroni, which we're gonna try with the.
Well, maybe we should try with the meatballs. Yeah.
So Angie, is it the vegan? This is vegan.
This is the vegan one. Yeah. I've mixed a little bit of normal pasta with the spelt pasta.
Okay.
But if you want it totally vegan, you can just use the spelt. But obviously I boiled up the pasta. Once that's done and I put it into the pan, then I season up my pasta. I like to add some chopped peppers. You probably see some little chopped peppers in there, red and green.
Like the bell peppers.
Yeah, that's right, the bell peppers. I add some black pepper, mixed herbs. I like a bit of chili, dry chili flakes as well, and I add some everyday seasoning. So I kind of just mix it up in the pasta. Then I mix some of the grated cheese, which is vegan cheese that I use in there.
It tastes normal. It's just
exactly.
So do you have any sauce, like cheese sauce that you use?
Yeah, the cheese sauce is a vegan sauce, and you just mix it with water.
Is
so there's no
that
dairy.
the nutritional yeast or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you use. Okay.
I would not be able to tell the difference between
That's what I'm saying.
cheese.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
You shouldn't be able to.
Because it tastes quite rich, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. It's got a lot of flavour to it as well.
Really nice.
That's
really
nice.
pleasantly surprised. And
It tastes like.
it tastes just like regular
You laughing at?
mac and cheese.
What did I do?
I said you start the meatball and we did a meatball left. Have we talked about this meatball?
Not yet.
Alright.
I purchased the meatballs already made from Sainsbury's. 20 in a pack, I think they were £2. And what I did with those, I just I put mixed herbs, oregano again, a little crushed garlic. So I mix this up in a paste. So I tend to put everything in my bullet.
Okay.
So a little cilantro. Is the other word for it clear?
What do they call it?
I always call it cilantro because
Yeah,
I love this program.
No, oh gosh.
Fresh herb.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Coriander.
Coriander.
Oh,
There
is
we
that
go.
the
There we
same
go.
thing?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
coriander, garlic, the 2 different herbs, and again some of the chilies and some sweet peppers. A little bit of oil, a little bit of water, and blend that in the bullet. And then I basically marinated those meatballs in that, a little bit of black pepper, and then put them on a skewer. You can leave them in the fridge for a few hours or overnight if you want a stronger flavour.
Right.
But I found those were only seasoned for about an hour before I cooked them, and they
Nice.
really
Oh.
soaked up the
Very
flavour very well.
Maybe that was overnight then as well.
And again, they taste very meaty for
they do.
for a protein.
Yeah.
And they're made from soy. Excuse me, soya protein. The coleslaw, it was just standard. I was I did intend to do a
Vegan.
A leek and something like you
leek
said, didn't
coleslaw. Now, for those of you,
leek
the leek coleslaw, I would recommend that you all try it. It basically tastes like coleslaw with onion in it, but your leek is all you need to do. Just slice a leek very thin, a bit of mayo, if you want a little bit of honey to cut that oniony taste. But trust me, it is really good. I had it at a Polish restaurant and I was so pleasantly surprised. But I didn't get any leeks, so I've just done a plain cabbage with a few sweet peppers and onions in this.
What mayo is that? That mayo tastes like it's got something else mixed in there?
That is the, I couldn't pronounce it, the aioli mayonnaise.
Oh, right.
So that's with the lemon zest.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's why it tastes like that.
But it's with lemon zest and olive oil.
It's nice.
You can taste it.
I've never had that before.
And lemon juice.
I've never had it before.
Very
It's
nice,
creamy.
yeah.
It's creamy.
And
it is.
that is really
Tangy.
nice to use as a dip for, you were saying like
balls.
the kofties or, or your balls.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
everything that we've put together here.
Me too.
It's fairly low cost.
Yeah.
It wasn't really any expensive dishes.
Very true.
So we're just showing we can create some really good food,
Flavoursome.
very flavoursome, at a very reasonable cost. So
And it was like
think about your Christmas menus and think
non-meat,
about
yeah.
adding something that is meat free and see how your family like it.